1 message. 2 message. 3 message. Alright, hello everyone, I'm KoH-simison, the Knights of Humor, and here we are back at Doki Doki Literature Club. When we last left off, things were getting a little creepy, to be honest, and I'm kind of geared toward it, because when I updated my stream info, it was like, alright, so what are the types? It's just like, get your adventure, get your drama, and horror. Horror? What do you mean horror? What horror? Should I know something? Is somebody gonna get murdered? I don't know. But you can use the skip button, fast forward through text you've already read. So I'm under the distinct impression something's going to go wrong, which by definition, any story has something going wrong. But I'm just worried it can get really wrong. Monika's poetry in particular has been kind of disturbing, and then Sayori's last attempt also put me a little on edge. Sayori, that's the girl right in front of us. And I hope you're doing well, audience. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Let's get into it. Let's see, I just need to remember my KoH-simison voice. My Ko voice, which is apparently different from my Sim voice. Just a little bit deeper. Alright, here we go. Ah, thanks. Oh, and let me repeat the rules. Since I can't really do a female voice, I'm not going to try to differentiate. I am going to read them. Just because I'm reading everything. I'll basically really voice that for Ko, the character, as opposed to Sim, the player. So here we go. I believe we just... Where were we? I know I completed the second round of poetry. My second round of poetry. And I keep screwing up. Because the 4 ladies, there's one of them I'm definitely not interested in. And I keep making her happy with poetry. Alright. Well, let's go. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Actually, didn't I just finish reading your poetry? It was a bit strange. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Well, that's good. Writing is like magic. It can be, yeah. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Those illusions. Don't get ahead of yourself. That's what I was thinking. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Right. Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Ko. Your skills are already improving. Really? I've only done this twice now. Really? I need to stop preempting my own dialogue. Thanks, Gary. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you would like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hunger, curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friends. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. Raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay, I was with it until right at the end. The rush of blood is metaphorical, right? She was just saying metaphor, right? She didn't kill anything. But you're feeding yourself and not the raccoon. Is the raccoon desire, a hunger within yourself that you know you shouldn't? Again, is this an addiction? It could be an addiction. There's a lot of telltale marks. But anyway. Right. Quick outside. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. It was yesterday? We've had 2 rounds? I thought there was more. I thought I was here for more than 2 days. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical, I hope. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I can imagine, Ko. I have a couple of ideas. I'm not sure they're good. But anyway, that's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Does that mean I don't know if I'm that dark in of myself. I would still want to blame the game for prepping my mind for this. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Oh. Which ties into not necessarily an addiction, but definitely is something. Anyway, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ko? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. Best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Happy to serve. Let's fish up. Well, it's not really worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! Glad to see someone recognize this is my experience. Well then, keep practicing. Maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me not to completely miss the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so, fluffy, spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. Ah, great, spiders! You know, I heard about Amy. Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off with spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Huh. Again, I'm trying not to immediately go, oh, there's something pretty ugly, but you have to admit there's an element there. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. What if it's something besides spiders? Like, if anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's just about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Hey, you're not taking a shot at Yuri over there. Something like that. Something that you're afraid of if people find out. They'd make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Oh! Okay, the poem was supposed to be non-judgmental. It's supposed to show how stupid it was. Okay. I think people really need to learn to respect each other for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people should make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounded like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Yeah. Carry on. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Okay, write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Wait, we have to write a third one. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. But, Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start playing with those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. You know, they both have a point. This is a literature club. It's not really a performance club. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Managing it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! Hold on, isn't literature more than just poetry? Just saying. What is this? Hello, Ghost. Good to see you back. He wants to... Well, Ghost. I guess it's plural. Yuri versus Natsuki Juggernaut Edition with Rival Shield and LMGs. I don't know. Yuri's got a height advantage on Natsuki. So if it's stealth, Natsuki's so loud. I don't know. I'm not sure that's a fair fight. Then again, Natsuki has passion and energy. Maybe. Is this an actual mod for this game? That's what I want to know. Anyway, yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun to go where no literature club has ever gone before. Okay, that apparently wasn't a mod. But apparently there's a demand for it. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. Well, it doesn't really apply to me, Monica. I'm just saying. I kind of got roped at this with cupcakes. If all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Hold on, you said 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Not like 30 seconds. What if I wrote a poem that I could read and be done with in just 10 seconds? Is that going to be a problem? Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. What am I about to do? I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. What am I saying? I think that Sayori and Maka have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we do is help them out a little bit. I've been here for 2 days. They're already converting me! Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. I don't know, given some of the poems I've been reading. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. There's not suicide in this, right? I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to see the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this... sorry. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Which one was that? They were both kind of creepy. She's got the creepiest. The president has the creepiest poetry here. Followed by Yuri. And Sayori took a strange turn that last time. And I don't know what to make of Natsuki's. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has a tense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, wait, we're not gonna listen to Natsuki's reaction? Huh. Wait, I need to switch to Sim's voice. It's weird having two voices, one person? One body? I don't know. So, is this a sign that I'm successfully distancing from Natsuki? I hope so. Anyway, finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Oh, hello there, real chilled. Alright, glad you came in. Hope you enjoy my reactions. I'm already a little on edge. I still blame Twitch for this. No, let's face it. Sky recommended this game to me, and she doesn't like just fluff. She likes her main characters to be tortured, so I'm really nervous that she recommended this to me. So, I don't know what's going on. The poems are actually a little bit on the creepy side, from a certain point of view, but we'll see what happens. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After an Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Chilled says, oof! It's like, have you played this before? No? Oh gosh. I'm going to get emotionally tortured, aren't I? I don't want anybody to die. They're all sweet in their own way. Anyway, this must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. I could have done that more Japanese, couldn't I have? Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality, glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. As someone who's been in a speech class, I have seen this behavior before. I may have done the same behavior before. Although, I can honestly say I didn't do that with my last speech, and that was in the class. I once gave a speech to about 3,000 people in my state's assembly. Not the actual assembly hall where the legislator meet, but one of the meeting rooms. In one of the audience chambers. That was intense, but anyway. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Well, as an introvert, she probably used everything she had on that one thing. It's like, shh. I know after streams, I'm kind of drained. We introverts, it's a bit unusual for us to throw... Social energy requires double expenditure than extroverts. Cheats. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. Points for smooth transition. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as the perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. Alright, Chilled asks, is it possible to ask for you to increase the volume of your voice, please? Oh, am I that far? Well, I apologize. I didn't realize there was an issue there. That's as close as I can. Let me know if that's fine. Or if I get too quiet. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even KoH liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Seriously, I'm the newest one here to the poetry. You should be using me as a judge. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing this kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. And next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time left before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Ha! I get to go last. Himph. Don't make me go before KoH. Dang it! I will not be going last. Oh, you're welcome, Jill. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let KoH lower everyone's standards a little before I might have to do it. Hey now. I know I'm brand new to this, but that was uncalled for. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I'm just hating you on the inside, Natsuki. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Ha! I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me. Making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put some energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Thank you. Sorry, not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Why did I go last? Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? I've never heard of this poem before. Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. Dog a point for poor exit. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, she just told us we're going to be doing this again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. That's unusual. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends... Oh! You're one of those people. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. Much easier to cut out in front of my friends. Do people even still say that? I feel old. Anyway, I think it'd be the other way around for me. See, she's normal. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about it for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you'll all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. She's got a point. How have I been roped into this deep? It makes me feel really happy. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Wait, it's next week? Monday's the big day. What? You 3 days? 4 days to prepare? What? We need more time. I need more time. Did you see my performance today? I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Manka, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Manka, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? I heard a noise. I think I know what that noise is. So if somebody just became a new follower, I'm guessing. I don't see any updates on my command screen. But in case that's what happened, thank you. I really need to update the Streamlabs. Anyway. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Ko. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What? Yeah? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Crap. Can I just walk with both of them? Do I have to choose? Dang it, the poetry's working too well. Decisions. But she just asked. I would walk home. Why can't I say both? But if I had an honest request, yes, I would walk home. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Hey, I don't know you give me input. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... See? It's the situation. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admit it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. I hope. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. Why do you like to think about it? It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Just, tempt fates! Just... Okay, we're back here. Poor Sayori. Hey, chill. She has, and Yuri does have trouble with people. Now, if you're asking who Ko chooses, and again, it's really weird to separate Ko and Sim into two different entities, but I kind of have to, because Ko is now the character, and now I'm the player. And this is why I'm switched to Sim. I figured out a strategy. Want to stay away from Natsuki, and I've been told, just left her hanging like that. Don't guilt trip me! Or it's Ko? Me? Ko? Ah, gosh, it's weird trying to be two different people at the same time. Or just hopping back and forth in like 30 seconds. Anyway, so I was told, something hit me. Sayori does like some of the dark stuff. So what I tried to do was just try avoid Natsuki. I mean, it's pretty obvious what makes Yuri happy in these poetries is just a lot of intellectual, high-quality vocabulary. So it's pretty easy. So my thought was, instead of trying to make a poem that just avoids Natsuki, I'm just gonna make a poem that doesn't have any happiness in it and just go dark as I can. Because I figure if it's dark, I'm either gonna make Sayori happy or Yuri happy, which is a win-win. Until Ko has to make an actual choice, in which case we all lose. But that's my current strategy. So just like Mouse Vanilla, I'm pretty sure that's Natsuki, and I have a weakness for spiritual words, so we're gonna go with that. Yes, see, not as long as it's not Natsuki, it's fine. Infinite, okay. Analysis, that's gotta be her. Meager, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Pout. Actually, none of these are particularly dark. I'm gonna throw a rose. What happens if I throw a rose? Yes, still Natsuki. Eternity, judgment. Oh, we got plenty of negative words here. Depression, eternity, hopeless. The problem is I don't have a natural inclination toward the dark myself. Can I get away with eternity? Yes! Okay, entropy, bed, unstable, shiny, hanger, flying bubbles, melody, determination. Oh, I've been Undertale has stuck this word in my head. I'm gonna take it. Alright, still works. Destiny, puppy. Can't go with puppy. The puppy is the trick. Romance, Valentine, awesome, destiny. Go with destiny. Okay, works out. Philosophy, kitty, passion, parfait. Everybody loves parfaits. Kawaii. Philosophy. Oh, wow, I'm just hitting her again and again, aren't I? I'm being dragged! What are you doing, dog? Ah, that's claws. What, did you want to say hi to the audience? I will let you say hi once. No, or you're just trying to bribe me to let you out, aren't you? Yes, you are. It's not gonna work. Alright, what do we got? Inferno. Inferno is a good word. Frightening question. Tier Starscape. Inferno! Hey, I'm really leaning hard into Yuri now. It's almost as if that one decision has forced me to change my destiny. Or Ko's destiny. Oh, dang, it's so weird. Vacation. I could use a vacation, but that sounds awfully positive. That sounds like a Natsuki word. Melancholy. Melancholy would definitely be safer. Variance. I'll go with vacation. Yeah, it still works out. Okay, ocean. Treasure. Much. Daydream. Uncontrollable. Bunny. Oh, I really do like bunnies, though. Just one bunny. Okay, fine. It was just one. After image. The universe. Vitality. I do like vitality. Alright. Understand, whistle, nightgown, sugar, skipping, memories. Memories? I have a strange relationship with memories, actually. The darkest one is nightgown. I'm actually a little scared to click on that one. We're gonna just go with memories. Okay, that works too. Oh, does nostalgia work on Sayori? Hint of the history of the relationship between Ko and Sayori? I don't even know how to pronounce that one. Whirlwind. I do like whirlwinds, though. And it's kind of a cliched term in literature. Well, reef the whirlwind, which is actually a biblical phrase. I didn't know that for the longest time. And just for that. Yeah, it still works. Anime. Vivacious. Oh, that's a good word. Ambient. Precious. Cage. Clumsy. Cage. Fantasy. I'm thinking about writing a fantasy myself. I'll go with that. Dang it! Okay, no more. That's it. We're not taking more chances. We're gonna just go dark. Dark. Massacre. Disown. Oh gosh, this is actually wearing me down. Hurt. Oh really? Well, that's why I went dark. Go with the dark. Grief. Oh really? Doki Doki. No wait, I did that last time. I think Doki Doki is one of Natsuki's words. Tragedy. Really? Huh. I'm slowly sliding back that way. Contamination. Okay. Oh, man. I know. What kind of poem do I even create? I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. She's ready for monster fighting! Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy they're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah. What's up with this? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Manga, do they usually have fried squid? Ugh. Well, okay, I've never had fried squid. I've had raw squid. Ugh. Wait, did I? No. Yes? No? Maybe. Maybe. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because! It's right in your name! Man-ika. Is that... I don't know either of those terms in Japanese. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Hey now! We don't break the fourth wall here. Never mind. Actually, she does regularly break the fourth wall, does it? Well, just two. Let's just focus on her own event for now, okay? Actually, I need a water break. Alright, 30-second commercial break. Be right back. Helps my water, helps the channel. See you soon. Okay, welcome back, audience. Alright. Fine. Your actions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. What the? Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Hey? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. I didn't realize I needed your permission. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. That's probably fake. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Everyone or Yuri? Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everybody back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Go, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Wow, she's out of it. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Ko. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it for now. Oh no. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Yeah, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Ko. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Ko. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I just said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, this is probably a terrible idea, but she's downcast, so we're gonna go with Sayori first. Stare! It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you didn't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, did you? Hold on! Hold on. We're jumping to conclusions here. Oh crap, I did put a lot of Yuri into this one, didn't I? Crap. Have I mentioned I'm not really good with social conflict of this kind? Sure, you want me to wipe out whole... Actually, I'm not that good at that either. Maybe I'm... Okay. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Ko. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. Just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. You keep saying play. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. What? What? And now to make everything worse. Ko, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. It really was a Yuri poem, wasn't it? Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I just wrote a poem! I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being a preacher like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri? Yuri smiles sadly. Ko, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discovers the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Ko. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Ko. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say, hey, I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her hand in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at you, foundations, until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Honestly, I prefer more rhyming in my poetry, but whatever. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, metaphor noticed. Now, are we talking about something unhealthy or something healthy? That's my question. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? after yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the difference in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Natsuki back in the line! Hi, Ko. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Why did you have to remind me? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Great job, Ko. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical, is it? Okay. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts what I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it works anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Why is the game telling me exactly what to do? Okay, so it wasn't. So it was right that it was negative imagery. It works for both of them. What is the game trying to tell me? Hey, pick a lane, buddy. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Is it the lady? Okay. Did somebody else die? She always has the creepiest stuff. The lady who knows everything. In old tales, tells of a lady who wanders Earth. You chill out. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Long time ago. Or is it still pronounced twilight? I don't know. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. My hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright, Monica, I'm still really concerned about where you're coming from here. I thought, oh, this one doesn't sound so bad. Oh, no, there we go. Life is meaningless! We've got a nihilist. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are those sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind, so that's why I wrote about it. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Rest in peace! Hold it! We haven't killed anyone yet! Have we? Hey. Hodge. Hodge! Stay in your corner. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Chill out. The other dog can't get you. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? I highly disagree with that. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? Oh. What? Okay. Ah! Okay. I need... Cup next to water could be really... Cup with water next to electronics could be really bad juju. Okay, thankfully... Okay, nope. Thankfully, it went away from the CPU. The tower. And thankfully, it's just water. Okay, for that brief moment, you met Hodge, the house dog. I see the house dog. I live with another... couple. I don't even know if you people hear me from that distance. Okay. I think that's the worst of it. Alright, so that was Hodge, spelled X-A-A-J. She belongs to the couple in this house that my wife and I live with. Okay. You've probably seen them in the background. Astrom and his wife. Alright. But Taj has a lot of anxiety tied to the next dogs. The neighbor's dogs. And she likes laps. Have you noticed she likes laps? Anyway. Back to the game. Okay. I forgot to dry the mouse. Oh crap. Please don't tell me I just left click through that. Okay, probably just skip some dialogue there. Can I catch it? Nope. Maybe? No. Okay. Never know what happens on stream. Okay. I mean, if everything was okay, they're not. I don't know if we mean in-game or whether in-game or out-game. Okay. We wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I still highly disagree with this life philosophy, manga. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. No, but we don't need conflict to have a third dimension. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's manga's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. Okay, that hits pretty hard, because that's actually very true. As somebody who's written and things to be given to public consumption, although I've not actually published anything yet of my own original work. Okay, I've written some fan fiction. It's amazing how even just a simple yeah or it's okay can be hit. It can be much more negative than even just a little nice is actually a lot more negative than you might consider. Painfully so. It kind of sucks how that works out. I have no idea why human psychology is geared that way. But yeah, she's not wrong. She's really not wrong about that. Okay, I'm glad none of the wires are exposed. But if you find other people enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, and wrapping up. Oh man, this is seriously a step backwards. Yes! I liked your last two way better than this one. Yeah, because I kept hitting the wrong word. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Jeez, we really went hard on the Yuri, didn't we? Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ooh! I suppose I deserve that. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt? Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should just really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished or wander over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reach beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. Let's bury your thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reason you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes away your worries away. Take it. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Great! No possible guilt trips in here. And the worst part is I actually do like her. I prefer more rhymes in my poems. But I really don't want to choose Natsuki. Take it! And maybe if I ever do this again, I'll probably do a Natsuki run. We'll see. I'm not sure how many times you can replay the same dating poetry sim. I don't know. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Well, it was positive. You can't say that. Oh, I did get a new follower. Thank you. It just takes a while for that to show up. Well, it's either Ghost or Chilled, so one of you. Thanks. Welcome to the domain. I felt like I kept writing. Oh, yeah. Besides, the beach is awesome. She's not wrong. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, I can think of a few vectors. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. What? You can really see her doing that too. Make us write about a simple topic, and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like that I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Hold one moment. Yuri told me... Okay, just moving along. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Did you just now notice... Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviate from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Oh, I thought we were going to talk about how Sayori just left, like, an hour early. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Oh no! In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Nice rhyme? Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? What? Or is that like, oh, well, oh, I know how to do the male version. I don't know how to do the female version. I'm not even sure I've ever seen the female version. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so hold on. I'm not going to not notice that. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Oh, gosh! Not helping. I'm useless. Oh, gosh, I know that expression. I've heard that line way too often in my life. Not from me, mind you. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Ko. The one who truly is useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Oh! Dang. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Manga suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you should be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Ko may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Oh gosh, they're fighting again! So, therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on! I never said anything! Never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Ko to... Oh, what do you think? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Ko to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he'll be interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Ko, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... dang it. Here's my issue. I actually want to say Monica. Because we haven't actually spent that much time with her. But the fact that she's never affected by the poetry makes me think she's not actually an option of romance. She's a fake option. I don't know that yet, but well, again, the poetry has no meaning to her, so I'm going to rule her out. And Sayori already left, which I don't know if that means she's closed off completely now, but the fact that she's not here, kinda, yeah. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Ko? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Ko? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll all turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Ko picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You're in 9 exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. Is it murder? It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Ko. I think they will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out that when you're overthinking, right? Yeah? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof! Even though I've got pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. So we skipping Saturday? It's already Sunday. There goes Saturday! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Then again, we used to play so often that we made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's really strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori. Hi, Ko. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Now I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori standing in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Ko. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Oh! Whew. There goes happy thoughts. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Ko. You've done the same to me! But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Ko? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Yeah, kids. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? Almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Ko. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung around against my head. Pleasant imagery. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decide the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Ko. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ko. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ko. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Ko, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ko. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could always have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, very much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's... Oh, sorry. That's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look at there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting. Aromatherapy candles. Oh. Wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although May will just stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that'll leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something like that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. Excuse me. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles in a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. Classy. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a Jasmine Essential Oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose Jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. I don't even know that one. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Ko. You can write any characters you want. Water. I know how to write water. I think I still do, right? Oh crap. Do I? Dang it! I might have been thinking about fire. Dang it. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to match my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Wait, hey, hold on. Wait. Her beach poem. No, it was about dipping. That was about just being in the water and whether or not to go toward the waves or back to Earth. But the one before that was she the bread one? Cut the bread? Okay. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. But my word on the line, I've given you my oath. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it, turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where did you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Go! Why did you do that? Why did I do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Why do you know that? Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Those Japanese traditional remedies. You got me? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird. It took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? She's a vampire! They said horror. Magical creatures. Turns out, KoH, you're the only human here. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. KoH! Did you just really do that? Now we're even, right? Yeah. Karma satisfied. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I was trying to help. Just trying to help him. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, KoH. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look. Already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online. Really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Excuse me. That's right. Excuse me. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Is she a cutter? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. She did say she has all these intense feelings in her. She doesn't know how to manage. My gosh, these women know. All these teenage girls. Sons! It's been a while. Glad to see you. Been a month or two. Good to see you again. I hope you enjoyed the current game. I am working my way back to Undertale. I'll make that announcement again at the end of the stream. Got another 10 minutes though. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Well, glad you want to see this, sons. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Can you check out the knife? I think we should check out the knife. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri starts painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple, like reading. Doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, now I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, or simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Like Outlaw Star and Cowboy Bebop. I think I feel the same way. Actually, would this character even be old enough to know what those things are? Getting old. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ah! One of the classics. Oldies and goldies. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Free cookies. Cookies. Thank you for the cookies, Sans. Is that payback for all the murdering you did to me? Anyway. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dab it in with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. There's something wrong. It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly grabs hold of my wrist. Ah! She's gonna suck blood on my wrist! Vampire. Wait, yeah? Just for a little bit longer. Feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She's totally a Toreador, guys. She's a Toreador vampire. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush, and continue following Yuri's example. Sans supports the vampire theory. But that should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's a pretty natural looking and pretty. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add to the lettering now? Not yet. Needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed. Or anything. Anything? Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. What? Seriously, why did I just say that? About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Ko. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Timing! Hi, Ko. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Ko. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. Makes me really happy, you say, as you cry right in front of me. That you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. You're lying. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Ko? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Ko. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Wait. Sayori struggles with depression. I'm willing to bet Yuri struggles with cutting. Natsuki might struggle with anger. Is Monica making everything... What is Monica? If they each have a severe mental illness... She's got some of the darkest writing. She's either... I don't know. I'm kind of scared she's a sociopath and making everything worse. What did Monica say? I'm almost out of time. There's cat noises. Yes, Sans, there are many cats here. I'm surrounded. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. That's a promise you really can't make, Ko. Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Ko. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Ko, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And, that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. What? Ah! Ah! You couldn't wait till the festival to throw this one at me? You backstabbers! Ah! This isn't fair, Sky! This is a terrible moment, and you have made me play this game!
I knew exactly what was happening.
Ah! Ah! You don't need to be in on this either! Ah! 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 Not fair. Not fair, game. Very not fair. Dang it, I wanted more time. You might have noticed I wasn't actually choosing that part. I was kind of just going with the flow. There is no flow here. The moment of truth has arrived, and I'm not ready. Ah. Not happy. Ah, because I haven't actually made a decision yet. Natsuki was out. That was easy. Manga seemed off the table. That was easy. I had these two. Ha ha ha. Ah.
What's wrong? Damn, not what you thought it was?
Actually, no, it's proceeding exactly like any dating sim, with multiple options designed to tear out your heart. Dang it. And here's the worst part. I have a very strong instinct to help her. And there's a lot of history there. So it's appealing to my loyalty and morality. Hard. And I'm trying to make sure I'm not saying this. Oh! San says this is... You think this is tearing out your heart? No!
He's not wrong.
Oh! There's more? This can get worse? Is somebody gonna die because I didn't say the right things? Don't you... Neither of you answer that. Oh. Because here's the other thing. I'm afraid by leading Yuri on, she's going to fall and fall too hard. Because that's the kind of game I'm afraid I'm in. I just wanted to go with the flow. Actually, I'm still afraid that one of them is a murderer. Mostly Monica at this point. Oh, would you look at the time? Only 2 minutes of the stream. I guess I don't have to make a decision. Can I save? Please tell me there's a... Shut up. Save. Shut up. February ain't over yet. Oh gosh, and next week's the end of February. Well, what do you know? Just reject all of them. That might be the safest option if I think about it, but only if the game lets me. But anyway, announcements. So, as I said before, I'm gonna finish this game, and then come after this game. Like I said, if March got here before I finish this game, I would go back to Undertale to finish that. And it looks like that's where we are, because I don't even... Well, it's the festival. It's tomorrow, so in theory I could finish the game next week. Unless it does this to me. You might have seen an issue with making decisions at this point. But anyway, so at this point I think we could say, I will be going back to Undertale after this game. Like I said, I'm going to try to defeat Sans on my own, try to get back up to my skill level, because it's been a literal 2 months. And like I said, I count him as a DS boss. DIAS stands for Do It Again Stupid. Basically, it's those games where you have to die over and over again. Turns out, I'm not a fan of that. Really bugs me. This is more my style, where there's continuous progress, whether you like it or not. But anyway, so if I can't beat Undertale on my own before the next Undertale stream, I might just cheat past him. Sorry, I'm not that good of a gamer. I'm more of a story person. That's my preference. And I'll just complete it, because I can beat... Like I said, he's one of the top 2 hardest bosses, and he appears to be just almost out of my reach. Or I can have Sky beat him, and then just leave it on that screen for that stream. Just, I might, actually. We'll come up with a solution. And then after that, I will go back and finish Prison Architect. And then we'll figure out what happens after that. But, if you're pleased with the stream, please, by all means, become a Twitch follower. Join the domain of KoH as a fan. If you're really pleased by what we've seen, look down below the screen, and you'll see the means. I really like my rhymes. All the time. But anyway. Donate to the channel financially. Either become a subscriber, or just a little tip every now and then. But, until the next stream, fare thee well. Gosh, this one hurt.